Former Celtics guard J.D. Davison signs with Houston Rockets. It's never easy to say goodbye, especially when a promising talent is on the move. That's exactly what happened when former Boston Celtics guard J.D. Davison parted ways with the organization after 3 seasons, only to sign a 2-way deal with the Houston Rockets. At first glance, it might sound like a standard roster shuffle. But here's where it gets controversial. Davison had been on a 2-way contract 3 times already, which is the limit one NBA team can offer a single player. However, players are allowed to have up to 4 2-way years across different teams, meaning he still had one more shot to make it in the league. Davison was initially drafted 53rd overall in 2022 as a 6'1" guard. Despite logging the bulk of his playing time with the Maine Celtics in the G League, he became a standout performer, culminating in a G League MVP award last year. His numbers were impressive. 25.1 points, 7.6 assists, 5.3 rebounds, and 1.5 steals per contest. For anyone new to the concept, a 2-way contract lets a player switch between the main NBA roster and its G League affiliate, offering both development time and the chance to prove themselves among the pros. By the time Davison left Boston, he had moved into Maine Celtics legend territory, becoming the franchise's all-time leader in points, assists, and steals. Although he appeared in just 36 NBA games for the Celtics, posting averages of 1.9 points, 0.9 rebounds, and 0.9 assists, he still managed to collect an NBA championship ring in 2023. And this is the part most people miss. While these numbers might seem modest, Davison drew the respect of established Celtics like Jaylen Brown, who noted the guard's continued progress. Drew Holiday, who battled against Davison in practice, believed he had what it takes to find a permanent NBA role. Now Davison embarks on a fresh journey with the Houston Rockets, an organization gearing up for a big season behind new head coach Ime Udoka, formerly of the Celtics, and the since-acquired Kevin Durant. Many see the Rockets as contenders in the coming year. Yet there's some debate about how Davison will adapt to new surroundings and compete for a regular roster spot. Could this be a brilliant strategic move for the Rockets, or a gamble that might not pay off? Regardless, he has one final 2-way season of eligibility to secure a full NBA contract, which is, as always, the ultimate dream for any aspiring basketball star. What do you think? Will J.D. Davison flourish under Coach Udoka's system? Or is the competition in Houston too tough for him to break through? Share your thoughts. Do you believe this is his big break, or just another footnote in the NBA's crowded talent pool? Celtics veterans praise new Rockets guard J.D. Davison's potential. Imagine a young basketball player, J.D. Davison, who has been quietly making waves in the NBA G League, only to be overlooked by the very team that drafted him. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite his impressive performance in the G League, where he was crowned MVP, Davison's journey to the NBA's top tier has been anything but straightforward. The 22-year-old point guard, who stands at 6'3", has only had limited opportunities to showcase his skills at the highest level. Yet his time with the Boston Celtics, even if brief, has left a lasting impression on his veteran teammates. Jaylen Brown, an all-star guard, had this to say about Davison's performance in training camp. You could tell he took it to another level in training camp. I think he's been able to learn from our guys, going against Peyton Pritchard, going against Drew Holiday, and Derek White. He's gotten so much better, and that's credit to him. He's developed at a high rate. Brown's praise is echoed by other Celtics veterans who have had the chance to play alongside Davison. Al Horford, for instance, highlighted Davison's exceptional passing skills and his ability to manipulate defenses in pick-and-roll situations. JD is a really good passer, and he has a really good feel for the game, especially when he's playing pick-and-roll. He's a real guard. He's able to kind of manipulate the defense. And then his ability to get to the basket. He's really explosive, Horford noted. Derek White, another Celtics guard, praised Davison's high-level playmaking and his ability to throw lobs. JD is probably our best lob thrower. Just the way he manipulates the defense in the pick and roll is really high level. Playing against him a lot in training camp, he was a hard guard, White said. Drew Holiday, who has seen Davison's growth firsthand, believes that Davison has what it takes to be a successful NBA player. You can tell anytime he comes back from the G League and we throw him out there, he's so comfortable. He fits right in. He's definitely going to be a really good NBA player, Holiday stated. Horford also emphasized that Davison's commitment to the daily grind of improving his skills, including lifting weights and shooting practice, has been instrumental in his development. Noah Dalzell, writing for Celtics blog, noted that Horford views Davison's most NBA-ready skills as his playmaking and ability to get to the rim. He feels like Davison has grown increasingly comfortable with the parent club, and that he's continued to commit to the everyday grind, lifting, his shooting times, and everything else that goes into getting better, Dalzell wrote. Davison's journey to the Houston Rockets, where he recently signed a two-way contract, is a testament to his resilience and determination. However, his path to regular playing time with the Rockets is far from guaranteed. Houston has a deep roster and high expectations for the 2025-26 NBA season, with plans to give second-year guard Reed Sheppard every opportunity to be the backup point guard behind Fred VanVleet. As the number 3 overall draft pick from the 2024 first round, Sheppard has significant pedigree and perceived upside. But if Sheppard underwhelms in training camp or early in the season, Davison and veteran Aaron Holiday are useful insurance policies for head coach Ime Udoka and general manager Raphael Stone. Among qualifying G League players last season, Davison ranked second in scoring, 25.1 points, and fourth in assists, 7.5, on a per-game basis. And this is the part most people miss. Davison's ability to thrive in the G League and impress his NBA counterparts suggests that he has the potential to be a valuable asset for any team. But will the Rockets give him the chance to prove himself? Only time will tell. What do you think? Will JD Davison get the opportunity he deserves with the Rockets, or will he continue to be overlooked? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Celtics waive JD Davison. What it means for Boston's off-season plans. Have you ever wondered how a seemingly minor decision can have a ripple effect across an entire organization? The Boston Celtics' recent move to waive JD Davison may have seemed like a small blink-and-you'll-miss-it moment, but it actually opens up a world of possibilities for the team. Imagine being able to reshape your roster and maneuver through the NBA's complex financial landscape with newfound freedom. Well, that's exactly what the Celtics have done by cutting ties with Davison. But here's where it gets controversial. The Celtics made a strategic move by waiving JD Davison, a promising young point guard who had yet to fully realize his potential in Boston. On the surface, it might seem like a simple case of freeing up salary space. However, this decision carries far more weight than meets the eye. By letting Davison go, the Celtics not only gave him a chance to find a new home with the Houston Rockets, but they also unlocked a treasure chest of future flexibility. The move allowed Boston to slide under the NBA's second apron threshold, which is essentially a financial ceiling that restricts a team's ability to make trades and signings. With Davison's contract off the books, the Celtics now have the freedom to explore a variety of options. They can now include up to $7 million in any trade to sweeten the deal, a luxury they didn't have before. Imagine being able to clear a roster spot without taking on unwanted contracts or facing hefty. It means they now have a treasure trove of options to build a stronger, more competitive team for the future. But how will they use these tools? Will they make a big splash in the trade market? Or will they focus on developing their young talent? And here's a thought-provoking question for you. Do you think the Celtics made the right move by letting Davison go? Or was it a risky gamble? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The NBA offseason is full of surprises, and this is just the beginning.